What's up YouTube, this is Shuttleboy and I'm back with yet another video. Today's video we're going to be talking about, I believe, 5 Golf with Fleur sneakers that have leaked in the past couple of days. So let's get right into it, guys. These all leaked basically from unofficial photos, so I consider that a leak. Tyler didn't intentionally try to show us any of these. So yeah, we're just going to go into each one in my thoughts basically. We already talked about the rainbow sole ones, and I thought those are pretty cool. I just wanted to give my update on my thoughts on those, since when I put out that video, it was literally 5 minutes after we were seeing them. So my thoughts were still kind of like, I wasn't sure how I felt about them. And after letting it sit with me, I do actually really like those. We believe that they might be coinciding with all the like gay pride sneakers that Nike makes a lot of. And that's going to be like next month or June basically. So I could see that being the case with these. I do not know though. It'll be interesting to see if that happens. That'd be really cool. Yeah, I'm actually really liking these. I think they're pretty cool. It really comes down to, is the leather quality going to be any good? But I do actually like them. I just don't see myself wearing them a crap load though, just because it's a weird sneaker, you know, like it doesn't go with everything. But yeah, they're still cool nonetheless. It'll be a really fun summer sneaker, nothing more, nothing less, I think. Then the next sneaker I wanted to talk about, this was a while ago. I don't believe I ever made a video on this, so I just wanted to talk about it now because I probably will never get around to it. That is the patent leather Golf with Fleur. We basically seen Tyler wearing it, a very rough image. It's not good by any means, but enough to make out somewhat of the details of them. And that is basically, it looks like it's all patent leather. Like everywhere looks to be patent leather from what we can see. And each panel is a different color, which I think is kind of interesting considering, if I grab a Golf with Fleur up here that I have, I don't believe they show that the toe box here is a different color from the tongue. So the tongue is yellow and the toe box is green. Now there's no seam actually on this shoe around that area where they can break it off. So I'm curious, they would have to add a seam to do that, and I'm curious where they would do it. Maybe right here where the stitching is they would do it, but I feel like that's a little oddly placed, and I feel like in this image we would be able to see that. But maybe, I don't know. That's the kind of weird things I'm interested in. But as far as the looks of them, this image doesn't look too pretty on them, honestly. But there's some mock-ups out on the internet of what people believe them to look like, and those mock-ups make them look a lot better. I just don't like the colors that he chose on the medial side, really. But if that's the medial side colors and the colors on the front side look a lot better, like are different colors at least, then I think I'll really like these. They're just really different. I like patent leather sneakers. There was a huge phase where that was like a really big deal, and then it got super phased out. It ended up being sort of a fad in sneakers. And yeah, I always really wanted to get some Bapestas and basically get the patent leather ones with the crazy colors and wear them. But it's kind of hard to find, and Bape doesn't really want to do it too much anymore. So yeah, I'd be all down for this. I'd be really down for this, as long as they look really good. So far I'm liking what I'm seeing, but I'm not 100% sold on them yet. Then going to the next sneaker, we're going to be talking about, we've seen some Converse, the Chuck Taylor style ones. In the background of, he was showing a picture basically of the statues he had of Igor. It's like 3 different statues of him in different suits, and they look pretty cool if we speak on that just a little bit. But we saw in the background, and I actually noticed this immediately, but I didn't really think anything of it. I didn't want to say anything about it in a video until some people like picked up on it. Then maybe I would talk, and here we are. Basically in the background we saw 2 pairs of Chuck Taylors, and it looks to be pink with like the off-white coloring on the laces and on the midsole and outsole. And you could just say, oh, maybe that's just a regular pair that he's wearing. But one thing I noticed, this doesn't confirm that it's a Golf with Fleur, but you can see on the left shoe there's like a rectangle tag, and I do not have it with me at the moment, but basically sneakers come with a promo tag on the side that if it's a sample shoe, then they put that on there for like a new sneaker. So it's not a sneaker that already came out. It's definitely an unreleased sneaker. And actually my pair of Grinches, which I have over here, when I got them from Golfway, it did come with one of those tags. I believe you could see that in my video. I might have had the tag still on there. And yeah, so this was an unreleased sneaker at 1.2, and it had the tag on it. I believe even the pairs that they released might have still had the tag. I'm not really sure on that. But yeah, so that's like, just, I don't know, that kind of made me think more that this is a Golf with Fleur. I think the Chuck ones are pretty cool, but I've never been like super into the Chuck ones. I kind of wish that the flower was on both sides. I don't really care for the Golf with Fleur writing on the one shoe. But I just think they could have did the Converse one better in general. But this pink colorway could be really cool because it symbolizes Igor, and I think that would be really cool to own a pair of Igor shoes. Kind of like the 1 stars that we got for Flower Boy. This would be the Igor version, or even like the Cherry Bomb Vans. I always like when they have a shoe that resembles the album, and I would be really down for it. We did end up seeing later on a picture of Tyler. It looks to be wearing that same sneaker. We still can't see any logos on it, but it is the pink and off-white we were seeing before, so it leads me to believe that still. But yeah, I'm definitely on the lookout for those. I definitely think those look cool, and I would be down to cop a pair of those. Then another sneaker that we have had leaked now is actually the Doc Martin collab, which we actually saw. I believe we saw these earlier at one point, but we got our best look yet when he wore them actually for the Apple Music concert. He was wearing them in a white with black sole colorway basically, and we got an image that actually shows that it says Golf with Fleur embossed on the back of the shoe actually. And yeah, these look pretty clean. I'm not really a Doc Martin kind of guy. I just never been really into that shoe. I know there's a huge cult following for that sneaker in general. So I'm sure a lot of people are going to be into these. I really think the white looks really good on these because I've never been really all about all black either. So Doc Martens never were my thing. But I really think these are cool. I don't really know too much about them as far as pricing. I'm not sure what the pricing of Doc Martens are really, but I'm definitely interested in how that works out, and it's really interesting to me in general that Converse is letting him work with Doc Marten and like the Suey Coke sandals and all of that kind of stuff. They're not direct competitors is why I think they're letting him do it, but considering he's a creative director at Converse, or that's what he's paid for, it still shocks me they let him do these things. But it's really cool for the fans at least that he's able to do this. The last one we've seen, I believe this was 5 colorways, guys. Sorry if I said the wrong number, but this last one was pretty recently. This is courtesy of Golf Shane. I thought I saw this, but I wasn't really sure myself. But once again, I wanted to wait and see if anybody else noticed this. But it looks to be in this picture here that Tyler's wearing a new colorway of the like hiking shoe, the dad shoe that we have seen. But this colorway looks to be pretty cool. It's mainly white. I like though that it has a more summer vibe, and then it also has contrast more compared to the other pairs. I felt like the other pairs had a lot of colors that worked well together. This one, they work well together, but the color, it looks to be purple in there, is really like standing out and contrasting from the mainly white upper. The other thing is with this colorway I notice is that it really has a more summer vibe than the rest of them. The rest of them I thought really looked more like just a hiking shoe for me personally, and I wasn't gonna wear them any other time than with pants in like the winter time. But this pair, the colorway works really well that you could wear it pretty much any time of the year. I don't think I would do it still, but this pair I'm like really interested in just for that case. I think it was a well done colorway from what I see. And yeah, it's just interesting that he has so many different models going on now. It's crazy that we're seeing so many colorways leak recently too, but none announced really at all. The closest thing we had was those colored sole pairs, the red and the green. Those were supposed to come out kind of recently for Foot Locker, but they didn't end up coming out yet. But yeah, it's really interesting. There's so many shoes that need to be coming out, and I'm sure a lot of them are going to be coming out in the coming months. So that's just my thoughts, guys. Let me know down below, what was your favorite shoe that I talked about here that has leaked thus far? Do you like any of them? Do you hate any of them? What are your thoughts on them? I'm curious to see which ones you guys really want. Please hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video as well, guys. Please subscribe if you haven't already for more golf wing, more sneakers, more shuttle. And this is Shuttleboy. You're out, guys.